Good evening, everyone. And I'm sure to most people, the Spooner's story sounds very surprising in this day and age with science where it is, to know that you can have a child that's so sick or has severe disabilities, and yet you have no idea what the cause is. But like rare disease itself, the Spooner's story really is not that rare. As is the case with the Spooners, our family does not have a diagnosis for the rare disease affecting our 8-year-old son, James, who's here with me tonight. Since the day James was born and began having seizures and spent time in the intensive care unit and the months that followed when we found out that he had severe disabilities, we've been searching for a cure to what might be the cause. James has undergone literally hundreds of tests. He's seen regularly at UCSF and at Stanford. His case has been reviewed at Harvard and Johns Hopkins. We had the rare opportunity to participate in the government's Undiagnosed Diseases program at the NIH. Still, we have no answers for why our beautiful boy has seizures. He can't understand anything we say to him, and he can't talk. Ironically, my husband Greg and I, who's here, we're both in biotech executives. We both work with scientists and investors who are experts in finding treatments for patients. We live near some of the greatest research institutions in the Northern California area. We have access to great health care. However, we're like searching for a needle in a haystack. And most of the experts we see have never seen a case like this before. And despite all of this, we still have hope, and that hope comes from two sources. First, the technology that's being applied to diagnosing and treating rare diseases is making huge leaps every day. Every year, these advances in the understanding of the genetic basis for disease and the ability to map the genome have led to the diagnosis and understanding of numerous rare diseases that wasn't previously possible. James and our family's genomes are being studied by the team at the Translational Genomics Institute, Center for Rare Childhood Disease Disorders, and we hope that that technology can provide some of the answers in our quest for a diagnosis and just maybe the first step in our path towards a possible treatment. But hope doesn't just come from that kind of technology. It also comes from people. And since the founding of the Global Genes Rare Project, only a few years ago, Nicole Boyce has been tireless in her work to unite our community, support and generate opportunities to share information and make connections, and give rare disease a voice that's only possible when we're all united together. The connections made through Global Genes led the Spooners to a diagnosis. It was through the Global Genes organization that we learned of the genome sequencing opportunity at TGen, and as a board member of Global Genes Rare Project, I've had the chance to learn from so many others that are successfully navigating down this winding path. What we'd like to accomplish tonight is to fund this kind of hope for so many families, as many as possible. As you heard in the Spooners video, there are literally millions of people suffering from rare disease, and most of them don't have the kind of access that our families have had. They depend on the work being done at the Global Genes Project to guide them on their journey and to help provide access to this technology. We'd like to call on everyone present here tonight to help with our goal of raising $200,000 at tonight's gala so that no one with a rare disease is left without hope. Finally, before turning back to Tim, our host, I want to offer my most sincere thanks to Nicole and to everyone on the Global Genes team. But importantly, I want to thank my little buddy James. Having James in my life has allowed me to experience the joy that he sees in everything around him and the kindness and compassion of strangers that we run into as we go along this path. So thank you everyone for coming tonight, and we really appreciate your support.